The 4.0 industrial revolution, along with the explosion of the internet, has created the basis for the forward leap in all fields of life. The financial sector is not an exception and is directly affected by science and technology. In addition to traditional finance, a new type of finance has been formed with superior characteristics which are appropriate for the current situation and actual needs, which is fintech, financial technology. Despite the advantages of fintech, the process of operating it faces certain difficulties, including the legal challenges. Fintech may utilize technologies being big data, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, biometrics, and blockchain. There is no comprehensive legal framework for such at the present in Vietnam. Hence, regulations on science, technology, information technology, and intellectual property can be applied depending on the nature of the matters, including law on intellectual property, law on information technology, law on high technology, law on science and technology, law on cyberinformation security, and cybersecurity law. These regulations partly facilitate the research, development, and application of technological innovation together with ensuring the protection of databases and related intellectual property. In particular, digital payment is a big part of fintech. This sector is governed by law on credit institutions and regulations on non-cash payments, intermediary payment services. The Prime Minister also issued Decision 316 since March 9, 2021, allowing the use of mobile money to pay for goods and services of small value. This is the legal basis for the establishment of fintech companies providing digital payment services and for the use of this method by customers. Fintech application also extend to peer-to-peer lending, asset management, and cryptocurrencies, which are not yet clearly regulated in Vietnam. Because of the importance of making legal regulations governing fintech, Official Dispatch Number 2433/VPCPKTTH, dated August 31, 2021 of the Government Office directed, the State Bank of Vietnam chairs and coordinates with relevant agencies to continue studying and concretizing regulations on the pilot mechanism of P2P lending in the process of developing and finalizing the draft decree on a controlled trial mechanism. Control, regulatory sandbox, financial technology activities in the banking sector, report to competent authorities for consideration and decision in accordance with the provisions of the law on promulgation of legal documents. On September 6, 2021, the government issued Resolution No. 100/NQCP approving the proposal to formulate a decree on a mechanism for controlled testing of fintech activities in the field of the banking sector. In April 2022, after the research process, the State Bank of Vietnam published the draft decree on the controlled trial mechanism for fintech activities in the banking sector. This draft is still at the stage of seeking public comment and has not been approved. The formation of the draft marks a new step in Vietnam's legal framework for fintech, laying a solid foundation for the later birth of the decree. In case the draft is approved, the government will officially issue the decree on controlled trial mechanism for fintech in the banking sector. This decree will serve as a basis for credit institutions and financial technology companies to test fintech technology in their operations to a controlled extent. They can assess the effectiveness and possible risks when using fintech solutions. Based on the results of the experiment, the legislature can identify issues that need to be corrected by legislation to promulgate legal documents regulating fintech in the banking sector. If so, banking will be a pioneering field, leading to the formation of fintech regulations in other fields. In the face of the strong and rapid development of internet and its application, it is natural to have a separate legal framework for fintech in Vietnam in the future. Vietnam lawyers whom are interested in fintech could also take part in the process of making the contribution through the comments on draft law, drawing from the practical cases advising the clients. It is obvious that some of the biggest companies in the world are in the technology industry. Among them, fintech is the fastest growing startup. The sooner legal framework on fintech can be issued, the better for Vietnam to snap up opportunities to attract investment and catch up with the world. Our fintech, banking lawyers at A&T Lawyers will always follow up with development of legal framework in fintech in Vietnam to provide update to clients.